Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're boiling the maple sap. Oh, we lost our stack, buddy. That's not good. We kind of have a windy day going on right now, and we had some rain earlier this morning. But looking at the forecast right now, it doesn't look like we have too much more rain coming, so I'm going to try and get this maple sap started. I've had these buckets sitting in the pond for far too long. I really need to get these into the pot and start boiling. I'm hoping the sap is still good. We still have 3 buckets up at my brother's that I need to bring down. And I don't know how much we're going to be able to boil down today, but I definitely want to get started. We can't wait any longer, pups. But if you're unaware, we have the Bernie barrel sitting here that we just created out of things that we had on the Homestead. And a very generous subscriber sent in this maple evaporating pan, so we're able to get this done. So I created this barrel with things that we had here on the property, and I named it the Bernie barrel because Bernadette was so helpful of getting this project ready. We need to get this fire started and start heating up everything. I have a stainless steel grate in there, a piece of wood still sitting, and we did fire this up once already. And it definitely got hot enough. Now we have the tray on top, and hopefully we can boil some sap off. Now there are a few gaps around the bottom here, but I have this steel wool stuffed in here for now. We're gonna see how well that works. And just today we got the stainless steel extension pipe, so we were able to extend this valve a little bit further away. Unfortunately, the valve still lands on the bottom, and whenever I have it fully open, the maple sap is just gonna run right onto the handle. So that's not ideal, but at least it's away from the barrel. We can actually operate it whenever it starts getting hot. Hopefully we don't have any leaks on it, but I think we're ready to start the fire, pup. I wiped out the container the best I could with paper towels, so we'll get the fire started with this. And we should have all the wood that we need in here. But I think I have about 50 gallons here to boil off, plus the buckets up at my brother's. So we're just gonna get started today and see what we can do. Huh, pups? Hopefully that rain and wind holds off. It's not too bad right now. I can hear thunder. Alright, we're just getting a good fire going here. Looks like our temp is coming up, just over 100 degrees in the liquid. The sun is shining right now, but the sky is getting dark and the weather changed again. It's calling for a pretty good thunderstorm here for the next hour. I don't know how this is gonna go if it starts raining heavy. And I'm hoping it's just rain and not too much wind. I might be able to cover this a little bit, but if it's windy, it's just gonna blow anything around. So it's kind of unfortunate. We're getting a good fire going here and we're heating up. But if we get doused with rain for an hour, it's definitely gonna cool things down. I'm Mav. Doing some gardening. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we got the temperature coming up here. Now I think it'd be a pretty good idea to build a little spot in here for the barrel. Clean out this wood I have stacked here, and I could build the barrel right here and then vent it right out underneath the roof. I just don't know how sticky it would make everything under here doing it underneath the roof. We really don't want to make it all sticky on the roof and the brick and the windows. I'm Av. Break down that wood. It's got to fit in the fire. So it's not going to be this year, but it would be nice to put it underneath the roof here so we could do it in any weather. But we might have to make a little sugar shack outside instead. Looks like the temperature's coming up here. We have a bit of an air gap right there. Could probably slide that forward a little bit. But the fire's starting pretty good. I'm going to try and close the door. Just using pliers as a handle now. There we go. Oh, the geyser. I said geyser, Pop. It's just a geyser. It's okay, Pop. Oh, it's getting windy. This might not be good. Uh-oh. Bad news, Pop. I don't know, Pop. This might have been a bad idea. I mean, if all goes wrong, we're only sacrificing about 5 gallons, so we'll see what happens. Pop. Pups. Alright, pups, the storm is coming in. The geyser's going off. I just ran out to the barn to make sure all the doors were open and held open so they didn't get blown shut by this wind. But as of now, Mumbles and the ducks are staying outside. I told them all to take cover. All the chickens went inside. They have a place to go if they want to. Pups, we've done what we can. Huh, Pops, we are boiling here. Look at those bubbles. Beautiful. Now I already dumped over 5 gallons in there. I brought up another bucket. And it looks like we did evaporate some here, but we took on some water whenever it was raining. Huh, Pops? But since we're boiling right now, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Oh, you know what? It slowed down. I shut the door and it slowed down. We gotta keep this door open. I might need to make a bigger vent, actually. We're gonna leave this open. Let it get some more air. Gotta keep the fire hot. There it is, coming right back up to boil. That'll do it. I need a bigger air vent. Pup, get the grinder. No, I'm just kidding. It's hot right now. Oh, Pup, it's raining again. I added a little bit more than a half a bucket, so we'll keep it going. have a roaring boil now. $150. Well, the sun is shining, the geyser's blowing, and it looks like the storm has passed. But I am having trouble keeping this hot enough, actually. I tried adding some more vent holes at the bottom, getting some more airflow, but I think I just have to keep the door open. Every time I open the door, the fire picks up really good. And then I close the door and it dies down too much. I just don't have enough holes here. I put 8 new holes in the front and 2 in the back. But keeping the door open just keeps it hotter, so we're just gonna go with that. We have a couple more hours we can boil here, so we're just gonna let her go. I dumped a little over 2.5 buckets into that. So I don't know how far we're gonna make it tonight with all the extra water that the rain put in. But I'm gonna keep it going, and then we have all day tomorrow to keep cooking. It's now or never. Well, pup, it's raining again. Just gonna let it go. I already got the barrel hot. We'll just evaporate whatever falls in. Huh, pup? Let's go get dinner. I think we're having roasted chicken and soup. Oh, the geyser. Go to bed, birds. Well, pup, we're back out here. We got the fire started this morning, and I got everything drained out of the top here so I could clean out some of the debris. I also put some high temp pipe tape on this, so hopefully we don't have any more drips. So far, it's looking good. And yesterday we were able to dump a little over 12 gallons in, and today I drained off right about 5 gallons. I put that 5 gallons back in there, and we're just gonna keep pouring into it. It was pretty chilly last night, so I don't think we had any concerns there. But I am having trouble getting airflow in here, so right now I'm just leaving the door open so we can get the fire nice and hot. Once everything catches, it should smoke a little bit less. But I brought up a third bucket here. We're going to be pouring this through the cheesecloth, trying to strain off some of the debris. We're already a little bit below half here, so we can actually pour a couple more inches in. We are running out of time to make this maple syrup, so this is what I'm doing today. All day I'm just going to be boiling down this sap. So I gotta try and keep the fire nice and hot and keep pouring the liquid in so we don't go dry. Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. Now I already burned up some of the small wood that we had set aside, so I had to get the axe out, and I'm splitting down some of these larger chunks. I do not have a very good axe here. It's actually broken. I fixed it with some hose clamps. It's an old head too, but I'm making do. I mean, it's already split. I just need to get it a little bit smaller. But I just got the fire started and the barn open, so I'm gonna get my coffee and then we can start breaking down some wood. Yeah, we might have to burn off some moisture. We gotta get it done today though. Good thing we have the Bernie barrel. But I have 5 gallons right here, and I think I have 35 more gallons down in the pond. And then a little bit later, whenever I go up and pick up Mav, I'll have to get the other buckets up in my brother's, and I think we have 3 more buckets up there, but I don't know if they're gonna be completely full. But today is the boiling day, so we're pulling everything off the trees and we're getting everything boiled down. Hopefully it goes a little bit quicker than yesterday. Not expecting any rain at least. I don't think. Alright, we don't have a full bucket here, but between the 3 that I'm pulling out, we have about 5 gallons. I'm pulling all the taps out of the trees. You just pull it straight out. Don't have to do anything else to it. The tree's gonna heal from here. And we're gonna take these home and hopefully the fire's not out. Huh, Mav? No, stay down. Stay down. What are you doing? Anybody having babies yet? We're in the final weeks. We should have some babies by the end of the month. What do you think, girls? Who's gonna be first? Hey, Bull, I see you back there. All right, let me know when you're ready. Might come up here one afternoon and see a calf. Come on, we gotta get back to the fire. Hopefully the fire's still hot. Come on, Mav. No, let me pick you up. All right, we're not only still burning, but we're at a full boil here. I just leaned this up against it so we didn't have full airflow in, and I think that's working pretty well. Let me check in there. Oh yeah, that's cooking really good. I can add a little bit more. I'm really trying to get the right ratio of airflow in here. Those holes just don't seem to be enough. I even shortened the smokestack to try and get more draw. But we are boiling, so I think everything's working as it should. Just gotta split some more wood. Keep her burning. Oh, that's a hot glove. Hot glove. Better go bare hand. Come pop. Looking good. Still boiling. I filled it up right before I left, and it looks like it's down about 1 inch. So we have over 3 buckets in there now. And I brought home another 5 gallons out of the 3 buckets that were up at my brother's. Maverick! But we have a pretty full pan right now. I have a little bit more here. We're gonna dump off everything up here, and then we have 35 more gallons in the pond. I gotta tie Maverick up so he stops running over to the neighbors. Huh, pup, he's not a good boy like you. Why do you smell like that? Let it boil. All right, we've been boiling for about an hour now, and it's time to add the rest of this bucket. cheesecloth is too clogged up. Now we ended up with a beautiful day here today to get this sap boiled off, much better than yesterday. I just got a little pile of wood here split so we can keep the fire going nice and hot. Looks like we have a few clouds coming on, but I don't think we're supposed to get any rain from them. I just added a little bit more here, but we have at least 30 more gallons to boil off. But we still have a good bit of daylight left today too. I'm trying to keep the tray about half full to 3/4 full. And I'm straining the sap through cheesecloth into a fresh bucket and then pouring the fresh bucket in. And that's working a little bit better than trying to pour it through the cheesecloth into the pan. But we're definitely getting enough breeze here to keep the air flowing to the fire. And for right now, this is the best it's working out, just keeping this piece of metal up against the door opening. It's giving it the right amount of fire. I'm not getting too much smoke off of it, and it's keeping it nice and hot. So we're just going with it. And it's supposed to be super windy tomorrow, so I'm hoping we can get all this boiled off tonight into a reasonable amount that we can finish it inside. But I don't have a very big cauldron to do it in, so we're gonna have to get this pretty low. But it warmed up a little bit into the 40s, so it's not too bad right now. I'm just out here enjoying the view. Loving how much the water came up on the pond yesterday. It's covering all the structure on the depth gauge now. Still a few more feet to go though. We might have the pond full by spring. So I just topped this off, so we're trying to bring it back up to a boil. Maybe give it a little bit more airflow to start off here, get it cooking. Now this seems to be working out, but I definitely have some ideas for next time that we do this to make it a little bit easier. Hopefully I can figure out the airflow. I'm not sure if I don't have enough intake. I think with the new holes that I drilled that I should have enough intake on the airflow, but maybe my pipe on the out is a little bit too small. Because I even used the blower to blow more air in, but I wasn't getting enough. It was still blowing a lot of smoke out the front, so maybe I'm not getting enough flow through the stack. Those are changes we're gonna have to make on next boil. We're just gonna have to go with what we have for now. So we're just hanging out here watching the boil. Hump pop. Mav already went home. My brother got off early today, so he took Mav home to do some work with the cows. We're just out here listening to the birds, enjoying the view. Hump up. Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. You think so too? Hump pop. Cooking pretty good. Long way to go though. On top. I think we reached the halfway point. We have about 10 gallons up here waiting to go in that I'm sifting through the cheesecloth before I dump in the pan. There's about 10 gallons in the pan right now. This is, I believe, an 11-gallon pan. And then we have another 10 gallons still sitting down in the pond. Hump pop. Just had a hawk fly over. Echo Pup ran out to protect the birds. But we are cooking really good here. We actually have a really good foam going on. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we are boiling right now. We might actually boil over. Uh-oh, we might boil over. Oh no, we're boiling, we're boiling. Might have to close the door. Oh, we're gonna boil over. Where's my pliers? Gotta choke it out a little bit. We're too hot. Slow her down a little bit. We might have made it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Popped right open. Come on now. Hold her shut. I don't want to boil over. Got a full pan here. Oh, that's hot. Hold on. All right, there we go. I just had to tighten up that screw a little bit, and it choked it out. We have the foam going down, controlling the boil. It's getting a little bit windy here. Another dark cloud coming, but I don't think we're expecting any rain. All right, that worked. Shutting the door really chokes it down. That's what I needed right now. So we'll hold it off like this a little bit. I'm gonna wait until the bubbles calm, and then I might open the door again. Nice, nice. We saved it. All right, we're about halfway through. We still have some daylight left. Might be boiling into the night tonight. Try and get this done today. It's supposed to get super windy tomorrow. Wind gusts up to 58 miles per hour on the forecast. Gonna have to make sure everything's tightened up around the barn. Oh, and I also threw some more blocks up here. Since it's so windy, I tried to block off the wind from going across the barrel and sucking the heat off of it. So we have some concrete block and some more fire brick, and I had just enough here to really cover the barrel. I also put up a little metal sheet here on the back to keep the air from flowing too much underneath the barrel. And it seems to be directing the heat into the pan a little bit better. Pop. Messing up all my plastic. Or did the wind do that? I'm gonna have to fix all that. You Pop. All right, we're gonna keep boiling. We're doing good so far. We have a lot of coals in the barrel now, so I might be able to keep the door shut a little bit more because that's gonna have a lot of heat in there. So we'll see. The Bernie barrel is doing what it should. Easy now. It is dark out here. Echo Pup's waiting for me. The geyser's going off. Still looking gorgeous. And we still have at least 15 gallons here in buckets waiting to get boiled. Maybe about 4 gallons in this bucket. We have a full pan right now that I just topped off, and then 2 more 5-gallon buckets in the pond. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish tonight, Pup. I'm gonna keep her boiling for a little while longer though. I guess we might have to take this project into tomorrow though. Pop? All right, Pup, it's the next morning out here. We're gonna get this fired back up. I had this boiling off last night till about 3:30 in the morning and my phone died. I left the fire go out and it was pretty chilly last night. We have a really light frost going across the grass. But we're gonna get this fired back up, get it hot again. Looks like everything really burned out of there. That was pretty efficient. But we just have what's in the pan right now, which is about 5 gallons, and 5 more gallons sitting down in the pond. So we should get done pretty soon today once we get this hot. And ideally, you'd want to do this all in one go, but we're doing what we can here. Now, it's not too bad this morning, but it is supposed to get windy later, so I'm hoping to get all the burning outside done first. And then once we have this reduced down enough, we can take it inside and get it finished off, and hopefully have some syrup by the end of the day. So let's get the fire started. I still have some wood in here that I have split and ready to go. I'm probably gonna have to split a little bit more. It's not too bad splitting what's already split, but the axe that I'm using is not the best. Well, I guess technically it's a maul. Pop. But we boiled off a bunch of buckets yesterday and we only have about 7 or 10 more gallons to go. boiling for a couple hours today, and it's time to dump in some more. I just added a little bit of wood, so I'm letting it come up to temp again before I add to it. But I think this might be the last pour, and we only have a half a bucket left, and then everything will be in the pan. And you can see it definitely darkened up the color here, concentrating the sugars. Watch that door pop, it's blowing smoke. Caramelize some of the sugars there. Once we get this up to a boil again, I'm gonna add the rest of this, the last of the maple sap collected this year. And that wind is picking up. I'm hoping to get this boiled off before it gets too bad. Now we're gonna finish this inside, so we have to get it down to about 5 gallons or less because I don't have that big of pots inside. So it's a good thing we got this pan here for the burning barrel. Pot. Keep guard. Good boy. We're almost done here, Pop. All right, let's pour this in. I have it sifted a little bit, but it looks like the wind might have blew a little bit in there. We're gonna sift it again. There it is, the last of it. Going in. All right, we're full. Let it boil. All right, we just got back here with Maverick, and we are still boiling. I was a little bit worried because I stopped and picked up feed. I didn't know if I was gonna boil too far, but we're looking pretty good here. We're about at half a pan. Maverick, don't get too close. Be smart. Be smart. I know it's hard. I know it's hard for you. Back up. I still have a few pieces of wood here. I don't think I'm gonna have to split any more. So let's take a look in here, see how much we've been burning. That wind really picked up, so I think I'm burning a little bit more. All right, not bad, not bad. We're still good. We're cooking, Pops. Let's put this back on top. This has actually been working really well as a front door. Adding just enough air in there to keep it hot, but also blocking too much of the draft. Pops. But all right, I'm feeling good about this. We're still boiling. We'll probably drain it off whenever we're real close to about an inch above the pipe. Maybe boil off another inch. I don't want to get it too low in this pan because with a really hot fire, it could end up scorching it and we don't want to burn it. Ah, that wind's picking up. I don't like it. It's gonna be windy all day here. Birds. Must be nap time. All right, you do you, birds. Oh, that's a sweet smelling steam right there. Oh yeah, kind of like hoppy, almost hoppy. Pop. Staying out of the wind. Good boy. Well, a little bit longer out here, and then I think we can transfer it into a pot and take it inside to the stove. What do you think, Pup? I'm thinking it's about time we drain this off into the pots. We're getting pretty low. I'm thinking we're about an inch above the spigot. I don't want to have this get too hot and scorch it, so I think we're going to drain this off now into these stainless steel pots I brought out, nice and clean. Leaves. Jeez, one leaf in each pot. But we're going to open the valve and start draining this off, and I'm going to close the door and start snuffing out the fire. Let's get this off. Let's get the door off of here. Maverick, don't touch that. Still got a pretty good fire going in there. Hot coals, but we're gonna shut this and maybe snuff out the oxygen. Where's my pliers? My door pliers. Get this closed off. Then we're gonna start draining it out of the spigot into these two pots and then take them in onto the stove and finish them off. Pop. It's finally time. It's syrup time. I hear you, bud. Nap time's over. Mav. I guess we just open it. I don't really want to burn that last bit that's going to be in the pan, but see what happens. What's your face, bud? No, that's steel wool. Don't chew on that. Stay back. There. Might have to get another pot. Yep. Still a little bit in there. Have to get another pot. Don't touch it. Boys. Just gonna leave that go. We're gonna take these into the stove. Hey, back up, back up. Alright, we are inside on the stove with the 3 pots. I did not have a big enough pot to go 1 pot, or I would have condensed it all down. Now I think I started with about 50 gallons of sap, so we should be able to boil this down to about a gallon, gallon and a half maybe. And then in my location with my elevation, we need to get this to 219 degrees, 7 degrees above boiling temperature, and then it should be syrup at that point. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I think we need to boil this down a little bit further. Mav. Pop. Alright, we're down to 2 pots. Mav, we are still boiling here. What we're trying to get to in my elevation is 219 degrees. And we are starting to get above boiling here. Test right in the middle. It's in 214. We just got to 215. Nice. This one's at 215 now. I think that's about as high as it's going. Right at the top. Oh, hitting 216. We're getting close. This bigger pot over here I think is a little bit lower. We're at 212. Yeah, the big pot is just at boiling. So we are getting close. Oh, pops. 218 and a half. 218.8. Ooh, 219. It's bouncing. Give it a little bit more time here so everything reaches 219. Looks like it's hitting 219 here. 218 and a half. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pour this batch out into some jars and leave this batch go instead of trying to combine the two. This one's already at 219 on pop. Well, it's 219. I think we can pour it off. Don't really know, but that's what I was told on video. I have cheesecloth here. I'm just going to pour it straight through that into the jars. Alright, Pucks, you probably don't want to stand below me. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Give me space. Alright, it's not going through very fast. Halfway there. think I'm gonna need more jars. Well, that first pot there just gave me 2 quarts and a pint jar completely full. Oh, Mav, how you doing, bud? I know, we're working inside today. I just cleaned out a half-gallon jar here because this next pot is even bigger. I don't know how much we're gonna boil down. We're still at about 214 degrees. Just been sampling this maple syrup here. It is nice and stringy, pretty thick. And it is delicious. We're just waiting for this pot to reach 219 degrees, and then we'll have all our maple syrup for the year. Not yet. Oh, we're losing power. That's all right, we got a propane stove. We just lose our vent whenever the power goes out. Came back on. We're gonna keep going. Oh, Mav, it's windy out there, bud. Trees are going down. Not much longer now. Just trying to get this finished before it's time to close the barn tonight. Pop. And there it is. We have all the syrup from this year's harvest, and I believe we ended up with right around 7.5 quarts, almost 2 gallons. We put the lids on while they were hot, so all of them sucked down, and these are going to be shelf stable. And we did get more than I thought I was going to get. It's definitely going to be enough for my family's syrup needs. Pop. You got a dirty face. Alright guys, that's going to be all for this one. It's been a journey getting this maple syrup, and it's actually been exactly 1 month from tapping the trees to getting the maple syrup in the jars. It went from February 13th to March 13th, and I definitely could have got this boiled down a little bit sooner. The trees actually slowed down a lot producing sap. But as you saw, we were making the Bernie barrel and getting everything ready to evaporate, so I'm glad it worked out. We were able to get our syrup harvest for the year. But that's going to be all for this one. If you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good boy.